I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I look incredible. From that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags, only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
and welcome to Thrift Shop Thursday. Man, have you checked out my YouTube channel this week? I've been so busy. I did Mixed Mediology Monday with the zombie dog. I did a complete video tutorial on how to make a domino book. I did the video for the steampunk domino book. I uploaded like 3 videos this week. That's unheard of for me. I've been so busy and productive. I'm so impressed with myself. So Thrift Shop Thursday this week was a little bit different because I went in with the intention of looking for something specific. Normally I go into the thrift store and just see what I find and see what sparks my interest and sparks my creativity, and that's what I buy. However, this week, I'm totally stuck on these domino books, and I went in with the intention of finding some dominoes. I really want the 1 by 2 inch white dominoes. And I didn't find them. But that's what I went into the thrift store looking for. Because my dominoes, I don't have one handy. I've used them all the ones that I had out. If you saw in the video tutorial for how to make a domino book, my dominoes are awkward size. They're like 7/8 by 1 9/16. It's like they're a weird size. It's fine. It doesn't matter the size. You can use any size, but I wanted some of the slightly larger, regular size dominoes. So I went into the thrift store with the intention of looking for dominoes. And I went to Thrift Store City, which is where I usually always go, and they did not have any dominoes. Now, when I go into the thrift store, there's usually always dominoes. Sometimes in more than one department. There's like dominoes everywhere. This week, not so much. So I was walking through the thrift store and I wasn't finding anything, and I went up to the little boutique area and I happened to see a game box sitting off to the side. And I went and I looked at it, and it was actually Rummy Cube. Well, Rummy-O, but Rummy Cube. It came in this, it's like the collector's edition or whatever, in the nice little case. I got this for 99 cents. And if you're not familiar with Rummy Cube, oh look, I do have a domino in here. This is my my dominoes, the weird size dominoes. So they're fine for domino books, but I just wanted the regular ones. Anyway, back to the Rummy Cube. If you're not familiar with Rummy Cube, this is what the tiles look like. So it's a number game, and you play it like Rummy, but it's got these little tiles. Oops, that's upside down. And these are more like the dominoes, and then the back side of it is just the smooth, oh, am I out of focus? It's just the smooth white surface. So it's perfect for these domino books. And they're still slightly smaller than regular dominoes, so I do still want to find a box of actual dominoes, but these are perfect. I love this size. I'm so stoked about these. So I got the Rummy Cube. And that's actually what I made the steampunk domino book out of. But I went into another thrift store, which is the one that I'm not really supposed to videotape in. I went in there just to see if they had dominoes, and they did not have dominoes, but they had this. Upwards. It's so cute. I'm so excited about this. So if you're not familiar with Upwards, it's basically just like Scrabble, except, again, it's got these little tiles, and they're thick, and they're like hollow on the inside. See that? It's like concaved. I'm so excited about this. So what I decided, since I already did the tutorial on how to build a domino book, and I already showed you my steampunk domino book, I figured I would use the Upwards tiles for this week's Mixed Mediology project, and I'm going to attempt to make a domino book out of the Upwards tiles. Are these just called game books? Like, what would these be called? Because they're not really domino books anymore. I don't know what I'm going to call it. If you got a good name for what these little books could be called, leave me a comment. And maybe that's what I'll start calling them. If I get a really good comment, a really good name between now and Monday, whenever I do the project and upload the video. So yeah, I don't know what these little books would be called. Upwards books, little tiny game board, game piece books. I don't know. So I got to think of a name because they're obviously not dominoes anymore. So that's what I got for this week's Thrift Shop Thursday, and that's what I'll be using for next week's Mixed Mediology Monday project. And I have a really cool idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. In case you missed it, there is the full video tutorial on how to make a... Where did I put that one? Oh, here it is. There's a full video tutorial showing just the basic steps for how to make the domino book, and that's the one I have here. If you're not familiar with the domino book, go find this video, how to make a domino book, and then you'll know what the hell I'm talking about. And the one I did in the video, I haven't decorated it yet. This was just the steps on how to make the book. And then I did the steampunk domino book, and it was just a high speed, what's it called? Time lapse. It was just a time lapse of me making this book. But I did get some questions. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had to go get my computer real quick. So Gwen Murray asked what I used on the steampunk domino book and how I did the tiles. Gwen, if you go to the how to make a domino book, you'll see how I built the book. And I used the exact same process for the steampunk book. And then I used acrylic ink, which is like this. I use these acrylic inks to create the front and back covers. The paper on the inside is just watercolor paper and washi tape, embossing powder, and stickers. The front cover is done with some little tiny, these are actually washers that I got from Home Depot. Oh, I'm out of focus. These are actually washers that I got from Home Depot, and then I colored them with alcohol inks. These Adirondack alcohol inks. Let's see what else. Oh, I stamped. I also stamped just using, regular stamps and archival ink. And then I glued in the chain. I also colored the chain with the Adirondack ink. And then I glued in all of the pieces using glossy accents. And then the chain, that's just regular chain. So I hope that answers your questions. If you have more specific questions, leave me a comment, and I will answer you back. But you know what? For some reason, YouTube was not letting me reply yesterday. That's why I didn't reply in the comments, because YouTube was not letting me leave comments or reply to anyone who had left me a comment. So I apologize for not getting back to those of you who have left me comments, but YouTube's not letting me. And then also Gwen wanted to know what I did with the glass dome that I got a few weeks ago at the thrift store. It was back on September 5th, the Thrift Shop Thursday from September 5th. She wanted to know what I did with the glass dome. I actually turned it into a cloche, and so I had it sitting on a little plate, and I had a giant plastic bug inside of it, and then the dome on top, and it was one of my Halloween decorations, and I kept the glass dome out because I'm going to use it for a Christmas decoration. I don't know what yet, but I'll probably make one of those little bottle brush trees or something and stick it in there. But I just use my glass dome as a cloche. So I have a plate that I sit it on, and then I'll set whatever it is on the plate and then put the dome on top of it. So I hope that answered your questions. If not, again, leave me a comment and I will answer better. Okay, I think that's it for this week. I did want to say, I love doing the shout outs, but my list is getting really, really, really long. So instead of doing the shout outs for each individual person, I just want to do one big shout out and say thank you so much to everyone who has liked, subscribed, and shared within the last week. I really appreciate you guys being here and spending your time with me, and it's because of you that I want to keep making these videos. So keep telling your friends and keep liking and subscribing, because that just makes me really happy. Okay, so like I said, if you like what I do here, click the little subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of the videos and you always see what I'm up to. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram. I'm pretty much everywhere. And if you go follow me, then I will follow you right back. Don't forget to share these videos and tell your friends about it so they can join in the fun as well. And I think that's it for this week. So I'm really excited about the little Upwards book. It's going to be super tiny. It's even smaller than an inchy. I measured it. It's smaller than an inchy. And look, let me show you how tiny an inchy is. This is the inchy. This book, I measured it. It's smaller than that. So that's going to be really interesting. Speaking of inchies, if you don't know, I have a group on Facebook. It's called Hops, Swaps, and Do-Wops. And you can search that group on Facebook and then click to join. And it is a group for swaps, exchanges, challenges, blog hops, pretty much anything. Like, we just have stuff going on in there throughout the month, you know, different themed things. And right now we have 3 different swaps going on. So if you come join the Hop, Swaps, and Do-Wops Facebook group, then you can sign up for as many as you want. You can sign up for the different swaps. But there is a Thanksgiving tag swap. There is a winter themed inchy swap, which is what this inchy is for right here. And there's also a holiday ornament exchange happening in that group, and you can sign up for one of them, you can sign up for all 3, or you don't have to sign up for any right now. You can just be part of the group and wait for a swap or a challenge that sparks your fancy and sign up for it then. So there's a link for the Hop, Swaps, and Do-Wops group down below in the comment section. So make sure you click the show more and scroll down to see the link for that group so you can come join the fun and hang out with us. Okay, that's really it this time because I talked a lot this week. Like, when do I never talk a lot? That's a better question. But anyway, I got to get started on this book because I'm so excited about it and I want to get going on it. So I will see you back for Mixed Mediology Monday, where I make the mini book with the Upwards tiles. Remember, I need a name. So leave me a comment and tell me what I should call these books. Okay, I will see you next time. Bye.